Hello everyone, today I'll be discussing penicillin, a groundbreaking antibiotic that revolutionized medicine by effectively targeting bacteria infections. Penicillin belongs to the B-lactam class of antibiotics and works by distributing bacteria cell wall synthesis. Over time, however, bacteria have evolved mechanisms to resist its effects. Let's dive into the science behind it and explore how it works, how, how bacteria resist it, and what we can learn from it. Molecular interactions. Penicillin works by targeting an essential bacteria enzyme called transpeptidase, which is responsible for the cross-linking peptidoglycan layer in the cell wall. This cross-linking provides strength and rigidity to the cell wall, to the bacterial cell wall. Structurally, penicillin mimics the acyl D-ala terminus of peptidoglycan, tricking the enzyme into binding within it. Once it binds, the highly reactive B-lactam of penicillin form a covalent bond with the enzyme, irreversibly acyclically it. This prevents the enzyme from functioning, leaving the bacterial cell wall weak and vulnerable to osmotic pressure, my bad. As a result, the bacteria burst and die. An important factor in penicillin success is the ability to reach its target inside the bacteria cell. In gram-positive bacteria, the thick peptidoglycan layer is easily accessible because there's no outer membrane to block penicillin. However, in a gram-negative bacteria, present is a grand challenge. They have an additional out membrane that acts as a barrier, making it hard for penicillin to reach transpeptidase. Penicillin relies on a special protein challenge called porins to pass through this membrane. Without effective permeability, its action is significantly reduced. Unfortunately, bacteria have evolved ways to resist penicillin. One mechanism is through modifying the porins, which restricts penicillin ability to cross the outer membrane in the gram-negative bacteria. Another common resistance mechanism is the production of B-lactamase. These enzymes are capable of breaking the B-lactam ring in penicillin, rendering, rendering it ineffectively before it can bind to the transpeptidase. Additionally, some bacteria alter the structure of transpeptidase itself, making it less likely to bind penicillin. This adaptation collectively make treating bacteria infection more challenging. Now let's take a closer look at penicillin in action. You can see the B-lactam ring of penicillin nestled into the active site of the enzyme. When penicillin binds, it forms a covalent bond, completely inactivating the enzyme. This is a great visual representation of how penicillin stops bacterial cell wall synthesis. Resistance mechanisms like B-lactamase disrupt this process by targeting the B-lactam ring before it can react with the enzyme. Similarly, modif- modifications in the porin of active site can block penicillin from reacting or binding in a target effectively. Here's an example of how bacteria resistance mechanisms work at a structural level. Some bacteria produce altered porins that narrow the channels restricting penicillin entry into the cell. Others produce B-lactamase, which cleaves the B-lactam ring of penicillin, as shown in this model. This molecular change demonstrates how bacteria have adapted over time to evade antibiotics, making it essential for us to continually innovating in our fight against resistance. In conclusion, penicillin has played an instrumental role in treating bacteria infection by targeting transpeptides and disrupting cell wall synthesis. However, bacterial resistance mechanisms like restricted permeability and enzymatic degradation now pose significant changes. To combat resistance, researchers are developing B-lactamase inhibitors and modifying penicillin to improve its efficiency against restricting strains. Understanding the molecular interaction of antibiotics, as we have seen today, is a key to staying one step ahead into the ongoing battle. Thank you for listening